The 2023 college football season has been full of surprises and full of risers. Coming into the year, the edge class in the 2024 NFL Draft did not look incredible at first glance. There were a few solid guys, but it was not a group that looked stellar. But in 2023, we have seen some major risers in this class, and it looks like it could be a pretty solid position once again. One of those guys who has flown up draft boards is UCLA edge rusher Laiatu Latu, a guy who has been virtually unstoppable all season long for the Bruins, and today we're going to discuss what makes him such a unique prospect. But hey guys, if you guys are new to this channel, consider hitting that like and subscribe button. We are going to be doing a bunch of these prospect spotlight videos over the next few weeks as the college football season comes to a close. So ring that notification bell so you never miss out on a video. But without further ado, let's get into it. Latu started his collegiate career at the University of Washington. He showed some flashes, but unfortunately suffered an injury and he did not stick around with the Huskies. In 2022, he transferred to UCLA and he immediately jumped out. He had 36 tackles with 10.5 sacks and 3 forced fumbles on the year, and he really started to jump out as a potential stud for the 2024 NFL Draft. In 2023, he has been absolutely fantastic for the Bruins. He has 39 tackles, 11 sacks, 2 forced fumbles, 1 interception, and has been absolutely everywhere for the UCLA defense this season. And he has really solidified himself as a guy who may go very early in the 2024 NFL Draft. Latu is a very versatile athlete. He can play on the inside as a 4-3 edge rusher or as a true edge in a 3-4. He can play the outside linebacker role in a 3-4. He can play linebacker as well, and he actually does a very solid job at dropping back into coverage in zone. He can play everywhere on the football field for your defense, which is something that teams are going to love about him. And his size allows him to play anywhere. He is 6'5", 265 pounds, and he has the size and the play style to play wherever a team would allow him. He has long arms, he's strong, and he checks all the physical boxes. Latu is an absolutely fantastic pass rusher. He shows an array of moves that he utilizes in order to get to the quarterback. He has very solid bend around the edge and a quick first step off the line of scrimmage. He has active hands, a good swim move, showcases a spin move, and he has excellent strength. He does an incredible job at getting to the quarterback, and he shows some great athleticism in order to do that. Latu is also a very solid run defender, which I think is an area of his game that we don't talk about as much. He sets the edge really well in the run game and makes plays on the ground, and I really love his ability to make plays as both a pass rusher and a run defender, and that's part of what makes him such an interesting prospect. Latu does have some areas that I am concerned about, and the main thing is going to be his medicals. As previously mentioned, Latu suffered an injury at Washington. I didn't touch on the severity of that injury. It was a neck injury that was so significant that the Huskies no longer felt comfortable with playing him. They basically forced him to medically retire. And that is very, very concerning. It has not looked to be an issue for him the last couple of years with the Bruins, but it is something that a lot of people are going to be talking about leading up to the draft. It's not something that's exciting, so the combine is going to be very important for him just to see what his medicals are like and to see if it is something that is going to linger with him throughout his career. On the field, there are a couple of things I want to see improve. While he has gotten better, he did have some missed tackles from time to time, so I would definitely like to see that improve. Lastly, Latu plays with high pads, and his stance is very inconsistent. I want to see my edge rushers play lower to the ground and gain leverage from their legs and utilize their lower body strength. He is almost standing completely vertical sometimes when he is lining up to rush the passer. I would like to see more consistency in his stance because it seems to change and vary on every single play. I want to see him get better in that regard. I still think he's going to be fine, but it's just inconsistencies for me that I would like to see him shore up a little bit more. Latu has been absolutely lethal this year. We have seen him do some incredible things, and he has solidified himself as a top 20 player in the draft for me. He is my number 16 player in the class and my number 3 overall edge rusher in the 2024 NFL Draft. I think Latu would fit best as an outside linebacker in a 3-4. He has the length and size, and this also would allow him to play bigger where his pad height wouldn't matter as much, and would neutralize his weakness of his stance. I think he can play anywhere in the NFL. I think he's very scheme versatile, but I think if he was playing in a 3-4, teams would be able to get the most out of him. My player comparison for Laiatu Latu is Steelers edge Alex Highsmith. This is a guy who has been consistently one of the top edge rushers in the NFL over the last few years and has really flown under the radar due to TJ Watt. They have very similar size and they both are dynamic defenders. Latu is slightly bigger than Highsmith, but I think that both of these guys have very similar characteristics, and Latu can be just as good, if not better, than Alex Highsmith if all works well for him at the NFL level. Laiatu Latu has been awesome this year for UCLA. Yes, there are concerns medically for him, but his athleticism and pass rush upside I think make him a super intriguing prospect. In the end, I am a big fan of this guy, and I think Laiatu Latu will be a top 20 pick in the 2024 NFL Draft.